Hey everyone, it's Mike from Destinations of Travel coming to you live today from the EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival 2022 presented by Corksicle. Hope everyone's having a good day. We're going to take a walk around EPCOT. I know we were out here not too long ago, but actually some new booths have opened up since our last time out here for the EPCOT Food and Wine Festival, which I'll shorten the name just a little bit. I think it could be just a little bit shorter. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Randy. So like I said, we're going to take a walk around EPCOT for the food and wine stuff, take a look at some of the offerings we might have missed last time. Also, a new eatery has opened. I won't call it a restaurant. I guess it's still a restaurant, but it's opened over on Boardwalk. The Boardwalk Bakery closed down a while back and is now the Boardwalk Deli. So if we can make it work, I'm going to pop out there to Boardwalk and we'll take a look. Beautiful spaceship Earth. It is hot today, by the way. There's actually a little bit of a nice breeze. You can probably hear it rolling through right now. But it's still hot. It's still humid. I think it was like 88% humidity when I woke up this morning, which, I mean, the air is basically water. So be prepared to sweat if you're visiting anytime soon. By the way, you can meet Pluto right over here, and then you can see off in the distance, Goofy is out there. I think I pointed this out last time, but you can see some construction going on, some rock work just over that wall over there for the Moana water-based attraction, which we don't have an opening date for yet, but hopefully not too long. I mean, it looks like they definitely have some work to do still. So, hi Vicky, hi Jen, hi Vanessa. See the wait out here for Spaceship Earth right now. Not long at all, actually. Very short wait for Spaceship Earth. So if you guys have gotten out to Food and Wine this year, or even in recent years, because a lot of the times that food will carry over from one year to the next, what are some of your favorites? What's something I should definitely make sure I try? Or is there maybe a specific booth that you want to see that I should check out? What do you think? Let me know. I totally made the mistake today of, I knew I was going to Epcot. I had the reservation planned and everything, and totally forgot to wake up this morning and try and book virtual queue for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. So didn't get a chance to ride that today, unfortunately. Wendy is a big Epcot fan. Hi, Wendy. Thanks for joining. Randy says Hawaii and the lobster roll. The Hawaii booth is actually one of those booths that was not open with the start of the festival, but is now open. I believe it was, the 12th or the 15th, something like that, that the rest of the booths opened. Oh, Jenny asks, have I tried Frushi? I have not. We talked about that the last time we were out here. And that's not offered during Food and Wine. It's typically Festival of the Arts, I believe. Maybe Flower and Garden, one of the two. I know that's a fan favorite, but I have not tried that. I've heard really good things about it. By the way, I know this is Food and Wine focused right now, and that's typically where everyone's going to go to eat in Epcot. But I got to point out Connections Cafe, and then on the other side there, Connections Eatery. Really, really good quick service option if you're looking for some food in Epcot. Maybe you happen to be here in between some of the festivals, which is very rare these days. Only a short window in between. For example, Food and Wine goes into November, and then they will turn around for the Festival of the Holidays here at EPCOT. So there'll be more food booths around the park. But maybe you don't find anything you want at the booths. Check out Connections Eatery. Some really good options in there. The waffles especially. Oh, so good. Hi, Julie. Jenny says, Frusci's not too bad. I know, it's one of the popular options. Ooh, it's hot today. I'm going to try my best to not stay in the sun for too long because I don't want my phone to overheat. It is that kind of hot. Take a look. It's not too crowded over here in front of Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. You may remember back to the opening weeks of this attraction, it was kind of packed out here. And they had some queue switchbacks going around the side of the building over there. Seems they've figured things out and everything seems to be running very smoothly now. So that's nice. Don't have to worry about a mess. Just once you get your virtual queue or your individual lightning lane, you just arrive at your time and you'll be good to go. Hi, Tom. Oh, Randy said he wanted to check out Connections Eatery, but didn't have the time, or Connections Cafe, either one. Connections Cafe is really just Starbucks, just in sort of a bigger setting. But Connections Eatery has some really good options. Came over to Mission Space. We don't usually walk over here. So I wanted to just take a little bit of a different path, give you a nice view of the monorail. Let's see, what does Test Track look like right now? Looks like I think it's a 60-minute wait. Oof, a little bit of a long wait for Test Track, although that is fairly typical on a summer day for Test Track, especially later in the day like this. 65 minutes actually. You can see a little bit of the queue extending outside there. And hear the cars driving by. Jenny, I believe, unless I'm now I'm sort of doubting myself, but I believe the monorail is stopping at EPCOT again. I think that came back a little while ago. I haven't ridden the monorail in such a long time, but I'm pretty sure it's back to normal operations. So here's two of the booths that were not open the last time we were out here. Again, August 15th, so what, yesterday? Some more booths open for EPCOT Food and Wine Festival. First one here is Mac and Eats. This was one of my favorites last year with that cowboy macaroni and cheese.
I put a giant ice cube.
Okay, Jess has the answer for me. Yes, monorail has been stopping at EPCOT for a while now. I thought so. I just saw the question and started second guessing myself. And then we got the other booth here is Coastal Eats. You've got baked scampi dip, oysters Rockefeller. Not one I will be stopping at. But I'm sure lots of seafood fans out there would be excited for it. Now I can speak to some of the things I have tried since our last video. And one of my now all-time favorites for Food and Wine that I really hope they stick to the theme for this one, because this booth right over here has seen a different theme every year for the last like 3 or 4 years. And right now it is the fry basket. And the fry flight they have over here was really, really good and a great value for what you get. So here you have the yuca fries, or you've got the fry flight, and this is $7.50. And you get sea salt and malt vinegar fries, barbecue bacon fries with smoked aioli, and then a sweet potato casserole fries with candied pecans, toasted marshmallow cream, and caramel whiskey. Really, really good. All three of them were great. I'm a big fan of like the sweet potato dessert kind of thing, with the marshmallow and all that. Oh, so good. So definitely recommend trying the fry flight over there. It's also a good like shareable thing. I mean, it's not something you're gonna get for yourself for lunch, but it's a nice little shareable item. So next we got flavors from Fire. I think we took a look at this one last time. Banh mi bao sounds good. I believe that was one of Jess's favorites. Julie is on board with the fry flight, but it's a tough one to say a whole bunch. Jess says it was very good. I think the banh mi bowl or bao, the banh mi bao. I know also Jess also really enjoyed the fry flight, so both of those. I should have gone the other way. Actually, wait a minute. No, never mind. It does make more sense to go back around this way rather than backtrack the way we came. Oh, there's a nice breeze going right now. As you see some more of the decoration for Food and Wine. Now, as we come up to the Figment Fab 50 statue, I wanted to point out, my plan today was to show you guys the Magic Band Plus, which has launched since our last time out. We got our Magic Band Plus, have it all linked up and everything, but then I realized I can't really show you how it works because you need your phone. It works with your phone. So there's games you can play that it syncs up with the Play Disney Parks app. And you can do the Fab 50 statue like scavenger hunt, where you go and you wave to all of the statues and they actually talk back to you. But I can't really show you much if I can't get it going on my phone. So we'll figure a way to do a YouTube video for it. We'll throw that on Facebook as well and across all of our social media. But we'll probably won't be a live video, but we'll do a video for it pretty soon. Yeah, Randy, you got the idea, but we'll probably do that recorded rather than live, just so we can make sure, because then we can figure out sharing screen and stuff, and we'll cut it all together so you can get a good idea of what the Magic Band Plus does for you. Jenny, yeah, you can still use regular Magic Bands. So Jenny asks, can you still use regular Magic Bands? You can, but only for normal purpose, like to scan into the park. That's really it. It won't function the way a Magic Band Plus does. Like, you won't be able to wave to the statues or anything like that. Okay, so our next booth here is going to be Brew Wing at the Odyssey, and this was listed on the Disney Parks blog as one that opened late August 15th, but that wasn't the case. It actually did open earlier than that. So I'm not sure why they made that change, but here it is. This is Brew Wing. So beers and wings. The EPCOT experience. which is a sort of a preview of everything that they were doing here at EPCOT. That is all gone now. Now it is just some seating for your food and wine dishes. And it's, you know, nice place to get out of the heat into some air conditioning. But then here is the counter where you can get your wings or your beers, and you can see here. Sticky wings with peanut sauce and grape gel, so peanut butter and jelly wings. And then here are the beers they have here. Here's another drink. It's like there's a cider. Oh, that is another thing the Magic Band Plus will do, is interact with the shows. As Randy points out, you can have it interact with Harmonious, which is something we'll have to try and do in the future as well. All right, so leaving the Odyssey building here, heading over to World Showcase. And we're actually, normally we would head around that way. We're going to go the opposite direction this time because I'm going to head over towards Boardwalk. But also realized one other thing didn't really do last time was check out any of the merch. So we're going to pop into Disney Traders over there. Oh, Randy says the stream did not like inside the Odyssey building. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. So if you guys have been watching these videos for these festivals for a while, you know Mexico booth is usually one of my go-tos, and I did have the Al Pastor taco. Very, very good. I know I'm here to try some different things, but it's tempting to get that again. Interestingly, no menu with all the photos, but you can get a Al Pastor taco with barbacoa tostada, and there's a chocolate bread pudding that I also really want to try, so might be on my list for the future. The swanky saucy swine over here. We checked that one out last time. Oh, looks like there's a line to meet Minnie over there. Like I said, we're going to head into Disney Traders, see if they have any of the festival-specific merchandise here. Thank you. I think I actually have to go across to the other shop because I'm not seeing any festival merch, although I do see a whole bunch of Marvel merchandise, and you know I'm going to want to check that out. Lots of Thor Love and Thunder stuff here. And Thor Loungefly bag. And there's a big display right up at the front where you got some Captain America, some Hulk. No She-Hulk merchandise yet, which is interesting. That show debuts on Disney Plus this week on Thursday. But you still see some Miss Marvel stuff. And of course, Thor Love and Thunder. Start seeing some She-Hulk merchandise pretty soon, I'm sure. There is the Noodle Exchange. This was another one that was listed as opening August 15th that I think was open earlier. I know Shannon was excited for this one. I don't know, nothing here that I would particularly put high on my list of things I want to try necessarily. It all sounds pretty good, but there's a lot of really good options. All right, we're going to cross over from Disney Traders into Port of Entry, the other shop over here in World Showcase. But before we do, we've got Hawaii, the next new booth, and I'll head over to the menu with the pictures on the other side. I do know the Kahlua pork slider is the go-to here. It is a festival favorite every year. There you go. So you got the Kahlua pork slider, the spam musubi nigiri, and passion fruit cheesecake, which looks really, really good.
Oh, guys, 1 second.
Let's head over into port of entry. Nope, I can't enter in that side, so we're gonna go over to the main entrance over here. Let's see. They have the festival-specific merchandise in here. And yep, see it right in the front here. Here's your food and wine merchandise. And we got this food and wine glass. It's kind of difficult to see in the video with all the stuff behind it, but a little food and wine pattern on there. You got your button-down shirt and a t-shirt. Nice little wine tumbler here. This is cool. I like this design. Very EPCOT. And then you got the food and wine spirit jersey, of course. So here's the front. Just the simple Food and Wine Festival 2022. Let me flip it around to the back here. Food brings the world together. Some snacks up the arm. On the back here. Pretty cool. And this is no price, but your spirit jerseys, again, typically in the $60 to $70 range. Randy says the pulled pork sandwich is as good as advertised. Yeah, that is, like I said, a festival favorite every single year. And I would agree, it is delicious. Wine your way around the world. Nice little, I guess it's a magnet? Oh yeah, it is a magnet. Look, it's hanging up right here. And then you've got the food and wine ears, of course, as well. The same design we've been seeing on everything else. Some more over here, actually, too. Looks like we have a little wine cooler. Nice little travel bag. I got a whole set of coasters here. You can see all 4 designs. These are nice, like, heavy ceramic coasters, too. Here's your t-shirt. Oh, and then they also have the little plate they started doing a while back. So you can put your wine glass in there and then have your plate with your food here. And there's that button-down shirt we saw on the mannequin, as well as the t-shirt. And then a stemless wine glass also. So we saw the wine glass over there, we saw the wine tumbler, but then here's the stemless. It is plastic. Oh, no, maybe that is glass. That is glass. So there you go. There's your Food and Wine Festival 2022 merchandise. We're going to take a walk to the back of the park and try and head out towards Boardwalk. Like I said, they opened up the Boardwalk Deli yesterday, which is the reimagining of the Boardwalk Bakery. We'll stop and take a look at some of the booths on the way. I know, was it Randy that asked earlier about the mimosa flight? Somebody asked about the mimosa flight. You can find that here at Shimmering Sips. We can get the tropical mimosa, key lime mimosa, blood orange mimosa, berry sour ale mimosa, and then a mimosa flight. There's also the guava mousse here if you want some dessert with your mimosas. It was Randy. Okay, Randy is excited about the mimosa flight. That does sound, they all 4 of those sound really good. Actually, the sour ale one sounds really interesting. That is different. We've got Australia over here to the left. Interestingly, so I pointed out the Connections Cafe earlier. is the Starbucks in the park. This location over here that was built specifically as a Starbucks, not in use at all right now, not serving any purpose really. So interesting to see that. All right, trying to get over to the Australia menu to see some pictures. The one thing I definitely am interested in trying over here is the dessert, the Lamington, which is yellow cake with raspberry dipped in chocolate and coconut. We also have a roasted lamb chop and the grilled sweet and spicy bushberry shrimp. And one of the favorites over here, the Canada Pavilion, the Le Cellier wild mushroom beef filet mignon, another very popular option every year. And then the Canadian cheddar and bacon soup. I know that's another popular choice too. It is just too dang hot for me to eat a heavy cheese soup right now. Like, it sounds so good. I would love to have that. I don't want to walk around in the sun with a hot cheese soup though. There it is. It looks really good. I'm just too sweaty for that right now. Now, last time we were here, we did pop into the Appleseed Orchard, which has mostly drinks and then an apple crumble tart that looks really good. I'm not going to pop in there today. Last time, it's not very conducive to live streaming in there. You can take a look at the barges out here for Harmonious as they are starting to prepare for tonight's show. Harmonious, the relatively new fireworks show here in EPCOT. Randy says soup is for the post October 31st days. The few, 2 weeks we've got for food and wine after Halloween. And even then, and you're still talking about, there are some days where it's still in the high 80s. Hopefully we get some cooler weather in the fall here, but you never really know. If you're planning a trip for that time, for end of food and wine time of the year, just be prepared for any weather, because it could be, you could wake up one day and have it be 40 degrees, and then by the end of that day, it could be 80, 85. So just be prepared for anything. Now, one thing I will say, regardless, it could be, whether it's 40 or 85, it's going to be like 70% humidity out here. So it's going to be humid no matter what. So that 40, I know a lot of you are from, up north where it's cold all the time, but 40 and humid, it hits different. By the way, here is Ireland. We got the fisherman seafood pie, roasted Irish sausage, warm chocolate pudding cake. All sound delicious. I'm not a big seafood person, so the seafood pie maybe not so much, but another one that I typically don't go to very often because it's too hot for that sort of stuff. I want something a little bit lighter. Randy, I have not heard anything about a daytime show in Epcot. Are you talking about from the barges? The fountains out there? I haven't seen them do anything with that in a long time. Unless I'm missing something else. Let's head back into the UK Pavilion for just a second here, as you can hear some of the live music going. We won't hang out there for too long, but we'll take a little bit of a look here. Yeah, no, I haven't heard anything going on with the daytime fountain show that we've seen some sort of tests and stuff going on for, and I haven't heard anything about it now. Some live music going on back here. walked right past her before, but Mary Poppins is out here meeting and greeting. It's an interesting backdrop of music for Mary Poppins over here. Oh, I like the way she comes out and like greets the guests and then brings them over to her photo spot. You can see a long wait for Mary Poppins right now. Popular meet and greet. As Randy points out, that dress has got to be steamy. Yeah, it's hot, and I'm sure that costume is pretty warm. All right, so for those not too familiar with the boardwalk area, this is where you continue to walk over towards the France Pavilion if you're staying in EPCOT. But coming back here to the Gateway to World Showcase over here, we are going to head back towards Disney's boardwalk to take a look at a newly opened restaurant. You got the World Traveler gift shop over here. Now bear with me for a second, I do have to turn the camera away from the security. So we are just going to kind of be looking at nothing for a little bit here. All right, we have got the Skyliner station out here just outside of EPCOT. I'm also just staring into a glare on my screen right now, so if you're commenting, I cannot see anything. I will catch up in just a minute. So this is one of the really nice things about the Skyliner resorts is the convenience, being able to just hop right on the Skyliner in the morning and get over to EPCOT very quickly. It'll take you over to this entrance where we just came from. So places like Caribbean Beach, Riviera, Pop Century, Art of Animation. Those are the Skyliner resorts. And then, of course, all of the boardwalk hotels as well, which you can conveniently walk to EPCOT from here as well. But you can also take the Skyliner over to Disney's Hollywood Studios. And Randy says it's exactly why Riviera is our new favorite DVC home resort to stay at. We actually very quickly fell in love with Riviera. We had a stay last year that was supposed to be planned for Wilderness Lodge and got moved at the last minute to Riviera. And we absolutely loved Riviera. Really, really liked it. So I recommend checking it out. It's a very, very nice resort. It is the newest Walt Disney World Resort hotel. So you know you're getting that. And then just a really nice, the layout is really great. Like everything's very conveniently placed. And of course, you guys know we've done plenty of videos out here from Boardwalk. This is another one of my favorite places in Disney property. We've got the Boardwalk Resort, Swan and Dolphin Resorts, Yacht Club, and Beach Club. Our focus here today is going to be on the Boardwalk Resort specifically, because like I said, they've been making some changes to the Boardwalk Resort. And the first one we're going to see coming up here on the left in just a second, the ESPN Club is no longer there. Also, just want to let you guys enjoy the views of Boardwalk and the peaceful. It's so nice to walk here, you know, either early in the morning before people get up or middle of the day when people are at the parks. It is just such a nice, peaceful walk. Now, it's very different if you come here at night because people are out here for their dinners at the various restaurants, or there's the dance hall or jelly rolls. So different energy at night. But it's such a nice place during the day. I mean, it's a lot of fun at night too, don't get me wrong. But if you want a just nice, peaceful walk, it's a great place to do it. So Randy, I was 100% with you. He says, I will miss the Boardwalk Bakery. Totally agreed, love the Boardwalk Bakery. However, Boardwalk Deli just opened up. I'm going to interrupt myself for just a second for a Disney bunny. There he is. Hi, Patty. Thanks for joining. You missed EPCOT, but we're now over the Boardwalk. As I was saying, I loved Boardwalk Bakery. It was one of our go-to spots every time we stayed over here. And Boardwalk Deli just reimagined yesterday. And it's not all that different. Not too different. They do have more like actual meal type food. You can get all sorts of different sandwiches and stuff, but most of the pastries and things like that are still there. So really not much of a difference. Now before we get there, like I was saying, the ESPN Club over here, no longer the ESPN Club. Now we'll see the sign over there. It is going to be opening in 2023, the Cake Bake Shop. So it is going to be an actual restaurant, but with a focus more on baking, I suppose. There are all sorts of posts and lots of information on the Disney Parks blog regarding the Cake Bake Shop. And it looks really, really cool. So I'm excited to check it out. Here is the sign for the Cake Bake Shop. And you can actually head to thecakebakeshop.com if you want to take a look at what they offer. But again, it's just weird to see the ESPN Club with no signage. And you can see the trademark planters out here just blocking off the construction site. So there you go. 2023. We don't have a specific date just yet, but it will open next year. And then, like I said, Boardwalk Deli, replacing the Boardwalk Bakery. You can see here, let me just back up and give you an overview. Not much different. You see, they really just changed the word bakery into deli. The rest of it looks mostly the same, some new signs and stuff like that, but not too much of a difference. I do love this sign over here. And let's just peek in real quick here. I'll show you. It looks not much different from what it used to look like. You can see the cases here still have the same offerings for the most part. There's some new stuff. And then see some of the sandwiches. Hi. Just looking. There's one of our personal favorites, the crumb cake, which looks really, really good right now. And then here you can see the chicken salad wrap, warm pastrami Reuben, Italian sub, roasted chicken sandwich, veggie crunch muffaletta, and all sorts of salads. And even more desserts over here. Ooh, brownie cheesecake. So yeah. Again, if you were a big fan of the Boardwalk Bakery, not much different. Hi, Steven. Sorry, everyone. It's a share. Well, look, we're almost to dinner time, right? Kinda, almost there. You know, we're not that far off. It's better than when we normally do these videos, like during or after lunch. So you still have Trattoria Al Forno over here, which I know Randy pointed out as one of his favorites. And then you got Abracadabar. We're actually going to pop into the Boardwalk Resort because I know there's another change going on where they're adding like a nice cafe / like coffee bar type thing. Oh, Patty says I'll take that crumb cake too. Yeah, the crumb cake was our go-to when we were staying here. It was crumb cake for breakfast every day. It was too good to pass up. Now, I don't know why I decided to walk across the all no shade, open sunlight grass hub here. But I did, and now I'm regretting it. But now we made it back to the shade. All right, so let's pop into Disney's Boardwalk Resort. And I believe they said if you come into the lobby and go right, that's where they're going to be adding this coffee bar. And nothing's there yet, but I can give you an idea. So here is the Boardwalk lobby. And here's where you would enter if you were arriving at the hotel. So if you come this way,
all around, and what do you see? There are only two colors, and the color is.
and over here you've got a nice little bar and lounge area. The Bellevue Lounge. Now I could be wrong. They might be putting this in a different area, but I don't know where else that would go. So excuse me. I'm just going to give you guys another look at the lobby here at the Boardwalk. If you haven't stayed here, it is one of our favorite resort hotels. It is beautiful. Love the theming. Steven asked, what is the best rooms in the resort? So I can actually show you where we were. And we actually do have a room tour video on our YouTube channel for our room here at the Boardwalk Resort. You can find all sorts of room tours across a lot of the Walt Disney World Resort hotels on our YouTube channel, as well as all kinds of other content as well. Lots of Disney Wish content still going up on our YouTube. I told you guys we have a lot. Most recently, just put up a video of all of the bars and lounges aboard the Disney Wish, so you can check that out on our YouTube channel. I believe on our Facebook too. I think that one went up. So we have, like I said, the video of a DVC 1-bedroom suite or villa. I guess the terminology is whatever, it's the same thing. But it was actually, I'm looking right into the sun, so I can't even see if I'm pointing at the right spot, right around there. One of those big balconies up there, which was so awesome. So yeah, now I can see that. I got into the shade right up there. So we had that big balcony overlooking the water here. We were looking, you could see Spaceship Earth from our window. Unfortunately, that was at a time when they were not doing any fireworks yet. That was a couple years ago, before everything was back to full operations. But right now, if you were staying in one of those rooms, you could watch Harmonious from your balcony every night. And that would be awesome. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking out the boardwalk. Really all of the hotels in this area. Again, Beach Club, Yacht Club. Let's actually walk this way and we'll wrap things up with a nice view of the whole area. Beach Club, Yacht Club, Boardwalk, and then Swan and Dolphin. Also very nice. And then the Swan and Dolphin Reserve also just relatively recently opened, which I guess technically that is the newest hotel, but it is not a Walt Disney World Resort owned and operated hotel. Hi, Jack. So yeah, we are going to wrap things up over here. Be sure to keep an eye out, by the way. We're going to have some food and wine coverage in the near future after we get a chance to try some more of the stuff and can sort of share a look. I know it's one thing to look at the menus, the pictures of the menus of the food, but to actually see the food, you know, is very different. So we'll share a look at that. Not in a live video. It's going to be on our YouTube channel, probably on our Facebook as well. But that'll be coming in the near future. Of course, be sure to keep an eye out for more Disney Wish content. There's still some more to come. And you can go back if you've missed any of it. It's all on our Facebook and our YouTube channel. We've got video of the rooms, the suites, the restaurants, now the bars and lounges. We have the Oceaneers Club, which was so cool. So lots of really cool stuff from the Disney Wish. And of course, we're going to have another live video next week. We'll get out to another one of the parks, take a look around. We're getting into this spooky season, so some Halloween content coming your way. But yeah, that's going to wrap things up for here from today. So thank you guys for joining me. Be sure to head to d2travel.com if you want to start planning your next Walt Disney World Resort vacation, or send us an email at info@d2travel.com. We can start planning that for you today. And aside from that, I will see you all next week. Bye, everyone.